Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, what's going on out there today? Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Another episode of the Tennis Mindset Project. Specifically in this series, what we're working on is mental toughness is not this thing. And this is part four. And look, we see this all the time, and it's encouraged a lot that when you play a great shot or you win a point, is to give it the old come on. Let everyone in the world know what's going on, how you feel. And I've tried it, and it doesn't work. At least it doesn't work for me, and the reason it doesn't work for me is because it it first of all, it does 2 things. It brings a lot of attention on me, and I don't like that. Like, when I'm playing a match, I want to kinda be that quiet, silent, whatever. I'm not gonna say assassin, but you know what I mean. I just wanna move through the points just quietly, and and if I go with a "come on" that's really loud, not that from time to time I won't kind of to myself going, "Yeah, baby, all right." But what I don't like is number one, I don't like drawing attention to myself. I used to. I think the last episode where I just kind of described what a mental midget I was way back in the day, getting all pissed off, getting angry, chucking rackets, busting a racket now and then. I mean, talk about drawing attention to yourself. That was the ultimate. And I eventually, I would watch someone else. I would watch another player from time to time do what I think I was doing, and I go, "Oh my God, is that what I look like? I better find another way to, handle this thing." But every time I used to go with a "come on," with drawing attention. I didn't like that. But the other thing too, and I think more importantly, is every time you hit a really good shot or you win a point, at what you think is a big point in the match and you shout out, "come on," you're basically telling your brain, this is what we have to do to win points. This is what we do to win points. And look, the reality is, as I mentioned in the last episode, we have to get really comfortable. We got to get really some clarity on the fact that I mean most points in matches are just average, right? They're not spectacular winners all the time, or they're not total bonehead, chunk misses like that. Most points are just kind of average ho hum. You get two or three balls back and play. The guy misses one. Okay, you hit one that's maybe an unintentional let cord winner, or you hit some kind of unintentional, you're trying to go cross court, but you hit the ball a little bit late, timing wise. It goes up the line for a tough shot for that guy. I mean, most of the points we play are average, they're not spectacular. And I've just found that and this is what I felt for myself, and I've seen with others as well, is every time you yell out the "come on," or even if it's not a loud thing that sort of draws attention to you. If inside you're giving it the God, yeah, baby, yeah, come on. You're just setting yourself up for this is telling your brain this is how we this is how we play. This is how we win points. As opposed to, all right, just accept it. Once in a while, you're gonna hit a great shot. That's just part of the deal. Once in a while, you're not. Once in a while, you're going to bonehead a little wide open court chunker. And if you then go down to the opposite of the up with the come on and you go down into the, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. Really? I mean, that kind of stuff is just, it just keeps telling your brain, well, this is the kind of player I am when you do that. Or this is the kind of player I am when I hit the great shot. And that's just not real. It's just not real. You just are laying out expectations in terms of upcoming points. That's how you have to win points. Or this is the kind of player you are because you just lost a point that way. So I would tell you that what's changed for me over the years has been how I respond to hitting a great shot or how I respond to missing a wide open court clunker, right? And it's made a huge difference because it keeps the emotions pretty well out of it. Not come. I think what was it? Part two of this thing we talked about, Mr. Stoic, not feeling anything. Look, you're going to hit a great shot. You're going to feel something, right? Or you're going to miss an easy ball, and you're going to feel something, but it all depends on how you respond to it, how you react to it. Um, I make sure that I kind of check my ego at the door whenever I hit a great shot to just go, okay, man, that was cool. But don't be going like, I'm just telling myself, don't think this is going to happen point after point after point. I just look at it as, well, this is kind of icing on the cake, right? Or if I miss the really easy ball, I'm now just, I kind of chuckle and just go, all right, okay, stuff happens, no big deal. This doesn't mean it's going to happen every time. But if you get down on yourself, the opposite to come on, like, really? It just, to me, it just is sending the wrong message to your brain. And so what I encourage you to do is to find that place emotionally that's in between the come on and really, when you miss an easy one, somewhere that's neutral, somewhere that's in between negative and kind of artificial positive thinking. So that you're basically on an even keel. I'm not saying it's dead even, it's a little up and down, that's fine. But you don't want to go crazy on either one of those two situations, either something great or either something not great. So look, what I've got for you is to make sure that you do that. And one of the ways to do that is how we handle the between points time by rule, right? In a tournament or league match, I mean, the rules say you get 25 seconds between points. And 25 seconds between points is a lot of time. In fact, it's about 80% of the match. If you think about a typical point, I mean, how long does it last? Four shots? There's a serve, that's a second, right? The return comes back, there's another second, one more shot. Let's say on average, at best, it's four shots, right? What's that, 5 seconds? So if the points are 5 seconds and yet the between points time are 25 seconds, 20, 25 seconds, and the side change time, 90 seconds, wow. Most of the time during matches, we're not playing points. Most of the time, we're sitting there with this opportunity to let our brain go crazy off into different areas and get distracted. And and I think what changed for me over the years has been what I got from Jim Lore, which was, look, if when you manage that 80% of the match, which is spent not playing points, when you manage that time systematically and you're disciplined to doing it, no matter who you're playing against, um, boy, you get some real clarity during the point, right? First of all, you really get an idea of how you want to start the next point based on the situation in the match, and certainly based on your opponent's strengths, your opponent's average, what they're kind of good at but not great, and maybe what their weakness is. And now you got some serious clarity about how to start the next point with, when you're serving for sure, and when you're returning, what to be looking for. And once you have that clarity, because you're systematically managing the 80% of the match really well, you tend to play at the top of your skill level, whatever that currently is, more often than not. And that's when you build confidence. That's when you are mentally tough. That if you do play a point that's not at the very top of your skill level from time to time, where you play kind of down in here, you know what? you just you just have that belief that, okay, this is a one-off, it's okay, that's reality, it's going to happen, I'm going to miss a shot now and then, could be an easy shot, could be whatever, but when you manage that time between points, I'm telling you, good stuff happens. So look, what I've got for you is what I do. And this is how I manage my between points time. It's a four parts, very specific between points routine, between point system. And I got a free 9-minute video for you. I want you to get. If you've not picked this thing up, you got to get it. If you have picked it up and you're not studying it every day, or you're not rehearsing it every day, or you're not going out there and practicing on the court every day, you're leaving money on the table. I'm telling you, this is really a game changer. So again, 9-minute free video. The link is down below in the description area. Once you get over to the page over there, just drop in a first name, email address, and you will get immediate access to that what I think is a game-changing um, deal. You know, how you manage that time between points and on side changes. Guys, I want to hear from you today. What's on your mind from today's segment of mental toughness is not this, right? It is not the big come on. And so write down below. Let me know what's on your mind. Any comments or questions, remarks, feedback? Love to read them and certainly respond to you. And if there's something struggling, if there's something you're struggling with mentally on the court, mindset wise in the court, lack of confidence, nerves, anxiety, maybe even choking now and then, I want to help you. And you can reach out to me, Brent at webtennis.com. And we can keep the conversation private if that's your preference. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Time for us to all get out there. We got to help someone else. Have a spectacular day. Guys, I'll see you again next time.